Alright guys, welcome back for round number 5. We're 4-0. With a not impressive hand that we're gonna mulligan. Ooh, also not good, gonna mulligan. This is fine. I'm gonna keep it. So I think we're gonna ditch a force and a Tarmogoyf. I think with the way that I claw out of this mulligan to 5, is by just like playing True Name with force backup and hoping that that gets there. Alternatively, I could bottom both Force of Wills if I think this might be like a fair matchup. Maybe that's more appealing. Maybe that's more appealing. It's just like if I lose because I don't have force for something, it's gonna feel really silly. Alternatively, I could bottom a land and a force. Let's bottom a land and a force. I like that. Land and a force. We have these expensive creatures in our hands, but we have a ponder. We're on the draw. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure I played this player before. Okay, I see basic island ponder. So unless this is specifically sneak and show, I'm happy with my decision there. Basic island. Yeah, this could be like literally probably 15 different legacy decks that all have very different game plans. I'm still going to fire off this ponder because I do, unless I draw a land. If I draw a land, I might just play something like Polluted Delta Pass. Wasteland. Yeah, I'm happy to just play Polluted Delta and pass here. Kind of keep my opponent from figuring out what I'm on. Leaving my options open, because if this is a fair deck, I want very different things from if it's an unfair deck. So this ponder, like, my opponent has very limited information because Polluted Delta could mean anything from Miracles to Black-Red Reanimator. Prismatic Vista, though. Basic Island, 2 ponders. This smells like Miracles to me. This smells like a Miracles deck. So we're going to go for a Tarmogoyf here. Just because that's really efficient with our mana. And we don't have the option of playing like Delver plus, if we had drawn a fetch land there, we could have gone like, we could have played True Name with force backup, which I think is pretty decent. If this is Miracles, like, this probably gets plowed, but whatever. I'm not really that mad about it. Okay, Goyf is in there. Let's see what we have coming. Opponent cracks the Vista. Get a Plains. Back to basics? Mentor? Ugh. Yeah, I have to force this. I think I'm gonna pitch this Delver, actually. I want to play for the long game. Try to get this True Name Nemesis going. If they force this, I pretty much just lose. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, so my chances of winning this game are very, very slim. Need to find like some dazes. I've got to protect this Tarmogoyf like crazy. Fortunately, my opponent has expended a lot of resources, so maybe they're not going to have a whole lot. Yeah, I can't let this resolve. I'll pitch the ponder. Because right now the game plan is draw a billion lands and play True Name Nemesis. So blue-white. I think this is probably Miracles rather than Stoneblade. Because of the main deck back to basics. I think something like Stoneblade would play that on the sideboard. Alright, I'm just going to wasteland them. You have the plow, you have it, and I'll probably scoop. No plow. Also didn't even float the mana to give themselves the option of like snap plow. Ponder, yep. Shuffle? No, don't do it. Ugh. Alright, let's draw 3 running lands. Ready, set, go. No. Here's a drop. So I'm not gonna lie, I feel very, very disadvantaged from this position. I don't think, like, unless my opponent totally bricks off and just has the worst draw that they possibly could, I don't think there's any chance of me winning this game. I think I'm willing to wait till next turn to try to play True Name Nemesis. If I can draw a land here. And no land. 3 cards. Yeah, just want to jam. Oops. Get this Goyf in here. I assume that my opponent just has like more removal spells, so maybe it's pretty loose to play Tarmogoyf rather than hold out to play True Name. Let me untap. Don't do it. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Hopefully there's some universe. I still have 4 fetchable lands and 2 wastelands, plus the Fiery Islet in my deck. Alright, there's Polluted Delta. Yeah, so it's probably better to play the Goyf there since they had Verdict. I assume, what does the rest of their hand look like? Yeah, there's a Snapcaster Mage. Not Ponder. I have 6 here. Doesn't shuffle. Not loving my situation here. Alright, there's another land. Unfortunately, our opponent's deck is pretty slow. Oh, yikes. So I think this game is over. This game is like basically over. Okay, Ren and 6. Ren and 6 can claw me back into this because I can start wastelanding myself and returning lands to my hand. But I'd have to kill the Snapcaster first, and then I'm in really bad shape. I'm in really bad shape, and I only have 2 Force of Wills that can realistically protect me from anything left in the deck, so I'm gonna just jam this Ren here. I have to take it down right away to kill this Snapcaster. If he's got another Snapcaster, I lose. If our opponent has Force of Will for this, we lose. Okay, take it down on this. And hope that you don't have another Snappy. No Snappy. Great. Okay, at this point I need to draw 2 more lands and a wasteland. Alright, I'm just going to start F6ing, kind of try to tax my opponent's clock. That is a part of Magic the Gathering Online. It is a win condition. It's one reason I like playing online over favorite tournaments, right? Because you have a lot of people who just take forever and they're so slow. I mean, people say that I play slow too sometimes. I'm not the fastest player, but you know, I play aggro decks. Okay, that's something. That's something that can like at least buy me some time. Kind of catch me up to my opponent. So right now I'm down on time. Now this Teferi doesn't really ultimate, so okay. Okay, well this game should be over quickly then. Alright, this Daze does let me get a land. It does let me have lands. It's good to have land. Basically, they play any spell, I'm going to Daze it. And then maybe like Force of Negation if I need to. But like the card advantage is out of control. Like they have a million lands and I have none. Oh, I can't even Daze things. Ugh. Okay. Okay, Mr. Teferi. Alright, I can literally just F6. Unless I draw a land. Alright, and these mentors can kill me pretty easily this turn. Alright, this is fine. You know, I got punked out by Back to Basics. I mean, you know, if you play these greedy mana bases, because you're trying to just do Ren and 6 stuff, you get punished by Back to Basics, and you get punished by Blood Moon. It's the way it goes. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You know, mentors come in. I can't do anything. I die. Alright. So, the first things we're going to cut is Wasteland. I think I'm going to keep one Wasteland because you can kind of wiggle your way out of Back to Basics by wastelanding your own stuff, getting it back with Ren, wasteland again. So we want Veil, we want Sylvan, we want Blasts. I think we want all these threats. Maybe the Sinkhole is better than the Bolt. I mean, if Mentor is a 5, Mentor has to be, yeah. Well, this can also kill Planeswalkers, so yeah, let's take out one Bolt, 3 Wastelands. I'm not interested in any of this other stuff. Not show me any blue cards. Surgical can be okay in this matchup. Like, you can, like, Surgical their Terminus with the flashback, or with the Miracle Trigger on the stack, taken out of their hand. Is that better than something like Daze, or maybe Spell Pierce? Hey, show me. I had 2 main deck Mentors, so maybe I want to keep some Bolts. I think I want to board out 2 Dazes. I'm going to be on the play, though. What about 1 daze and a spell pierce? 1 bolt. I'll keep the pierce. No, I want to keep all the dazes because that's gonna be able to leverage that a little better on the play. Okay, let's see how it goes. So this is pretty interesting. I think I'm going to play a tapped Lonely Sandbar on turn 1. And then turn 2, I can play Sylvan Library with Daze Backup. So this is actually the first time I've put this land on the battlefield, so we'll see if there's some way I get punished for it. Ponder, sure. Like, playing turn 2 Sylvan Library against Miracles is really, really strong. Like, you can pay 8 life pretty confidently. Then if they have to plow any of your, if they have to plow your Tarmogoyf, draw more extra cards. It's not shuffle. That's fine. Sylvan Library. And we're in there. We're in there with Sylvan. So I'm probably going to pay 8 life here, unless there's any reason not to. Can turn the tides pretty well. I don't love this surgical now that I'm looking at it in my hand. I think that's like a little bit too cute. But I think it's kind of better than most of this stuff. No shuffle with it. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm just going to pay 8 life. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Draw step trigger messes with my brain. Yeah, you're going to plow that. I'm going to daze that. So our Goyf is growing. Opponent on 2 lands. Let's see, we're pretty well protected from anything they can do. They go snap, plow. I will just surgical the plow. I'm going to say, always yes, always yes. I'm going to put the bolt back on top. And then I'll put Dollar on top. And play land and attack with our Goyf. Not really looking to fetch away any of that stuff that's up there. And I think we'll just add a Hex Drinker to the board. Brainstorm, okay. So we probably got a terminus on top of our opponent's deck. Plow that. So you did not find terminus, that's what you're telling me. Okay. You know, we have a Delver on top that's going to flip next turn. Not really looking to invest any of these counters. Here comes Astrolabe. Sure, you got it. Not really looking to invest any of these counter spells in protecting a 2-1. Ponder shuffles, excellent. Okay, so we're gonna put back Wasteland and Bolt. And attack for 2. This Tarmogoyf is really small because no one has cracked any fetch lands yet. So we'll be able to flip on the Bolt next turn. I'm going to look to shuffle before I Sylvan. Okay, Goyf a little bigger. Supreme Verdict. Okay. On my upkeep, let's get a Volcanic Island. Force of Negation. Polluted Delta, Veil of Summer. Or to keep this Delta, let's shuffle away Force of Negation. Another green land. And Ponder. Alright. We're trying to do it. Doing what we can. Monastery Mentor. I'm gonna force pitching Spell Pierce. And then if they try to counter this Force of Will, I will Veil in response. Which sucks because now I am not going to flip my Delver. Astrolabe. This Daze is going to be hard to get value off of, so I'm going to just cash it in now. Trade a card, a dead card for a dead card, basically. Or a slow card for a slow card. So, no. Library, yes. Yeah. So, good Strand. On top. There's pay 4. Fortunately, I'm not going to flip these Delvers again. Fairy, I have to force that too. Yeah, the surgical looking pretty bad now. Jeez. Yep. Fate sealing. Let's get out of here. So no more fetching, no more sylvaning. Draw a tropical fucking island. Awesome. Let's put this back. Put this back. Let's ponder. No, I have to kill the Jace and not flip these Delvers again. Let's try to kill him before this happens. Probably have a Terminus on top of their library. Like, I'm dead to just a Snapcaster Mage. I can't play right now. Don't fetch. Nice. No Terminus. Nice. Now hopefully I'll be able to reorder the top of my library, so maybe next turn I can flip these Delvers. What is this? Oh, Mentor. That's not good. Okay, looks like we're going to take our first loss here. Our hand did not line up super well. I definitely regret bringing in this surgical. This Sylvan was fine, but we did brick off like a bunch of times. What's this? Pyroblast. Yeah, that's GG. That's GG. Do I have any outs? These Delvers were really uncooperative. And like when this is what happens, you can't really expect, like, a lot of these Sylvans, I've just been like, okay, I need to like not have these terrible cards on top of my library. And like I want to blame Lonely Sandbar somehow, but honestly, Lonely Sandbar was fine. Like turn 2 Sylvan, that should be pretty good. Ugh, it's too bad. Okay, well, I'll see you guys for the next round.